Hello everyone, it's round 19 of our Moto2 career mode and we're starting from the back of the grid here in the Chang International Circuit. Let's get on with the race. So we're starting at the back of the grid against the 120% difficulty AI. I don't doubt that we're going to be in good stead by the end of the first couple of laps. Goodness me, I got hit ever so slightly there. There's tons of riders going so slow there, going from turn 1 all the way to turn 2. This is the hardest difficulty in the game, but my goodness, they were travelling at a snail's pace getting out of the first corner. That's a disaster. I think it was Darren Bindry went out, and he's not just crashed, he's completely removed himself from the Grand Prix, and then I've been given an incident warning, probably for the riders going so slow, as they're still doing it, now even on the rise up to the left-hander here, which is turn 4. Unbelievably slow here in Moto2. I must confess, I am ready for the Premier class, and I am really hoping we get some serious battles to contend with in the Premier class, as I might actually have a little bit of a look here on Manuel Gonzalez. I certainly wanted to get through, but unfortunately my hesitation has cost me, and I've got a track limit warning. So diving into turn 8, can we find a way on Gonzalez? I do want to try and make my way through cleanly. I don't want to just force the issue and take out the Spaniard. But as we dive into the... Oh, look at that contact ahead of us there. Ethan Guevara, and I think could have been Alonso Lopez. It's hard to see actually who it was, but collision with the American OnlyFans racing team, whatever the hell it's called. Goodness me, behind me, Tony Arbolino was right there on the curb. It does seem that Tony picked up a track limit warning as well there for abusing track limits into the final corner as we sneak up in the inside into turn 1. Bit of a dive bomb up in the inside at Ethan Guevara, but I don't think he'll be too mad at that one. Didn't impede his progress all that much. And now we finally are up into the top 5. And in fact, it was Alonso Lopez. Look at Gonzalez up on the inside, pushing Guevara wide. Now it's down to us to try and get through. He's like to just gently come off the throttle there just to try and avoid hitting the tyre of Ethan Guevara. In fact, he has done really well in our second half of the season. And there goes Sergio Garcia, the MTMSI rider, down and out for the count here in the Chang International Circuit. Of course, here in Thailand will be the first round of the 2025 MotoGP season. A very interesting debut for a season, rather than having the traditional Qatar, or in the past, even the likes of Jerez or Portimao. So that should be exciting as Alonso Lopez goes for a lunge up on the inside of Joe Roberts. In fact, he's down. Oh, and Aldiguer's gone. Well, everyone's dropping here in the Chang International Circuit. It's all going Pete Tong for many riders. Yeah, Joe Roberts looking behind him and saying, where the hell has Alonso Lopez gone? Yeah, I have no idea. He went wide and then just dropped the front. A little bit unexpected here in lap 2. Well, lap 2 will come to its conclusion. 35.3 for Celestino, bettered by the man on your screen as we try and go the long way around. And Joe Roberts, I'm not sure if that's going to work. It is. Wow. I tell you what, that's a clean overtake. Around the outside into turn 1 on the hardest difficulty, artificial intelligence. We made mincemeat of Joe Roberts there. Wouldn't happen in real life, I can assure you, if I've gone wide here. Ooh, there goes Joe. He's also run it wide. Fair play to him, though, to trying to stick it up on the inside. Had a great Moto3 debut here in the debut career mode. And then when we came here again, we absolutely dominated to win the Lightweight World Championship. And of course, Championship is already decided. You can see in the bottom right corner of your screen the current gap to our nearest championship contender, Celestino Vietti. 113 points behind is the number 13. That is unacceptable. I was really hoping that Moto2 would challenge me in this game this year, but unfortunately, it hasn't come to fruition. So we'll keep on chucking. Ooh, Celestino just clipped the apex there into turn 9. Very easy corner to lose the front. And he's done it again going into turn 10. That must be why the AI are losing such a significant amount of time. We dive onto the brakes for the final corner. This is lap 3. Still got plenty of laps to go, of course, as we go for that tight apex to turn 12. Yeah, we're on something else here. It's the 34.9. teammate Dennis Unchu's been giving a warning, but I don't know where he is. Of course, it all matters for our team's championship, so hopefully Dennis doesn't keep dropping points. Don't think we need to worry, actually, to be quite honest with you, because Fermin Aldier and Aaron Canet are nowhere to be seen, so the speed-ups aren't going to be earning that much points. Celestino Vietti and his teammates Diogo Moreira on board the Italtrans aren't really picking up much points either, so as long as we have like a 100-point lead ahead of the nearest competition in the championship, I can't see why we can't win the team's championship as well before we move up to the Premier class. Now, of course, only 3 rounds to go, including this one, as we try and go around the outside of Celestino. Easy as you like. Does he have at least another retaliation? Does he have a riposte? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I guess it's down to me then to really churn out the lap times and produce something special. And of course, guys, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you are, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I would advise you to subscribe, as a matter of fact, because, what, 2-3 rounds now? This is round 19? I don't even know if I said that already, but yeah, it's round 19 of our Moto2 career mode. And that means there's only 2 more rounds after this one. And that is Sepang, and then to finish up in one final culmination of a season in the Ricardo Tormo circuit of Valencia. I really do look forward to that one. I quite like Valencia, actually. It's certainly grown on me over the years, so I'm looking forward to having the final hurrah in Moto2 and moving up to the big boy class. I think it's going to be a damn good experience, if I do say so myself. I have an idea with what team I want to go for. I think I can tell you. I don't think it'll spoil anything, because it just depends if I actually get that choice. If I don't have that choice, then I can't pick it. But so basically what I'm thinking is either the Japanese bikes of Yamaha or Honda. I don't want a Ducati because it'll make the game too easy. I don't want an Aprilia either, because again I think that'll make the game a little bit too simple in the Premier class. And I had KTM/GasGas last season in MotoGP 23, so thought process is the Honda and Yamaha. Whether I want to go for one more than the other, possibly the Honda. I think that's a little bit more difficult to ride. And the Yamaha's number is absolutely microscopic in this game, so it always makes your number look pants. So I'm hoping to go for the Repsol Honda if it's offered. If not the Repsol Honda, maybe a bit of a throwback to MotoGP 21 or 22, I think it was. I used the LCR Castrol Honda, so we'll definitely see. And of course, Iagora is already up into the Premier class. I don't know if anyone else will be joining me. Fingers crossed we get someone like Chele or Fermin or even Tony Arbolino. Someone just to join me up in the Premier class would be really cool, so we can have that battle for the Rookie of the Year. But I digress for now, because we are now 1 second ahead of Celestino Vietti up the road. We are breaking the resolve of the rider in second place, and it's so easy to do. Hardest difficulty or not, we were going to dominate this one, no problem. I quite like this circuit, and it has grown on me because of the nature of the circuit. I am a big fan of tracks that are somewhat stop and go, a lot of hard braking, back onto more power, into more heavy braking, and then a bit of turning in between that keeps the bike flowing. I think the Chang International Circuit is a good balance of that hard braking that is required to be put on demonstration. It's the essence of this circuit, in my opinion. I do really like it, especially the final corners. Going into that one last corner lunge up on the inside of the AI or an online counterpart is incredibly exhilarating when you get it done right. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to demonstrate that here today. I've only just realised that. There's a couple of corners in a certain couple of tracks that I must get my fix of an overtake from. Couple off the top of my head. This one varies, and I probably have a lot, but Turn 5 in Assen, the Struben corner, one of my favourite corners in MotoGP. I love to overtake into that left-hander. Turn 12 in Aragon is a terrific overtaking spot. Really, really enjoyable. Definitely enjoy that one. Quite like the Rio corner in Mazzano. That's always a classic into the fourth corner. And of course, before my list concludes, I will have to say Casanova and Savelli in Mugello. That change direction, looking like Mattia Pessini launching up on the inside as you go down the hill, is just absolutely stunning. Wonderful. Absolutely amazing. So, I digress for now, because we do need to pay attention to my track limits. I've got 3 so far. And consider we're so far ahead, if I do actually get a long lap penalty, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do the long lap penalty, providing I get it right. And then we'll wait for Celestino. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I got a long lap penalty. Oh, I'm an idiot. I felt, oh god, I thought I was, you know what, I was thinking to myself, if I get a long lap penalty, fair play, you know, we'll do this, and what I'll do is I'll wait until Celestino catches us back up, and I lost my concentration ever so easily there. I appreciate I have used the track limits on the right hand side, but I didn't expect myself to go wide and touch the green on the left hand side, and that's a shame that, because I was beginning to get into my rhythm, and across the line here, we're actually flirting with a 1:33. A sub 1 minute 34, when I think the AI are doing 1 minute 35s. They might not be doing that bad, but they're at least doing high 134s. And now we have 2 long lap penalties. Excuse me, a long lap penalty to take within the two laps has been issued. Okay, so plan is then, yeah, I will do the penalty. Oh my lord, come on! just concentrate. Just focus on the racing. The plan is, let's do the long lap penalty. This lap's absolutely gone. So let's get it done, which is in the left hand after this one. I've never done a long lap penalty here, so this one's going to be fun. If I do mess it up, then we're going to do it again. But if not, I'm going to wait for Celestino. Yep, good. Can we lean in and use power here? Well, that was a good enough long lap penalty to me. I think we lost around 2 seconds there. That's not bad. What's the gap now to Celestino? 7/10 of a second. Yeah, I think we should let him in. Does he want it? Is he serious enough about winning? Celestino, are you going to give me a fight then for the aces to keep them entertained? Let's do it. At the very least, I want to send it into that final corner. Yeah, they keep touching the apex there. It's causing them to lift up. I'm going to go full send then. Ladies and gentlemen, full send. And I've gone wide. It's not a MotoGP, but I'm not going to get the power stop so quickly. This one's been a mess. I wanted to try and at least keep this one interesting, but I've just made too many silly mistakes in this one. Well, that's lap 8 that we'll remove from history. It's a 140.0. Well, a 140 flat, let's say. And now it's down to us to catch back up to the number 13. Unlucky for many, not unlucky for Celestino Vietti. And if he crashes now, I'm going to be livid. I want a good battle. Give me what I want. And let me fight. Another great overtaking opportunity is turn 4, which is coming up now. We're too far behind for this one. But the AI do tend to brake a little bit too slow there, and it really allows you to carry the corner speed to begin to launch the attack. As we go into that tight apex, you can see how quickly we're clawing in the space to Celestino. I mean, that gap of about 6 bike lengths is now down to, well, less than 1. We're so close to his rear tyre. Can we go around the outside here? Oh, the curb. Yeah, the curb's just kind of stopping me. He's going to... Don't you dare crash. I might as well just not bother. I think the AI in this circuit are just useless. I don't think we're going to be able to get a good battle out of this one. It's 7/10 already. Okay then, alright. I tried. I thought of to be creative here today and think of something just to keep the interest going. But unfortunately, it hasn't quite worked out, let's say, here in MotoGP 24. And look at that championship lead. 123-point lead. I wouldn't mind betting that will be a 150-point advantage by the conclusion of this intermediate championship. And we were straight back in the 34s then, even with a bit of messing around. No problems here. I think we've got this one sorted. Onto the right-hand side. We're losing time ever so slightly, but not enough to think that we can't improve. And I still think we can improve a lot more by going into the final couple of corners a little bit more precise. I should stop talking. I was talking about precision, and I picked myself up another track limit warning. This has not been my best video. We can definitely do better, ladies and gentlemen, and I think we will. But I mean, we're kind of locked in. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, why not? We're sort of locked in. I mean, we're certainly locked in the points. We are absolutely locking it in. Antonio Arbolino's crashed. Let me guess. Yes, it is. It's the same corner that Fermi and Aldeguer crashed out. So that's a shame for Tony Arbolino. Oh, and by the way, guys, apologies in advance. My replays have still completely broken here in MotoGP 24. I don't know whether it's because I've moved over to the ultra-wide perspective, but for some strange reason my replays all start now at like less than 50% race distance. It never was like that until I changed ultra-wide. And even when I went back to change it back to the 16:9 aspect ratio, my replays are still only giving me half replays. If anyone knows how to fix that, then please let me know. I was enjoying putting in clips of certain bits of action that was occurring during the racing, and now unfortunately I can't do anything until like lap 15, and it's kind of rubbish. Maybe I get it a little bit early. I'll check after we finish this race, of course, and I'll try and replay what I can. But I'm missing out on those picture-in-picture modes again. It's kind of annoyed me, to be honest with you, because I liked seeing that, and I know you guys enjoyed the extra camera angles. But I've also been thinking about returning back to the 16:9 aspect ratio. I absolutely love the ultra-wide to make content on, but unfortunately I'm just seeing way too many things that aren't supported by the ultra-wide. So the end screen has got big black borders, the intro's got big black borders, and I think it just looks kind of naff. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably head back over to the 16:9 aspect ratio for the videos, but I'll still play in the ultra-wide perspective. I have a fix, and I have been doing it for some videos already, which you guys may have not noticed, and therefore I've still been playing in ultra-wide perspective, so it's actually not a problem for either of us. It's not as good because I liked the ultra-wide, and for those who are on the 21:9 aspect ratio really enjoyed having the full screen experience, I think it would be better, because hopefully then I don't get as many issues, we don't get as many black borders, and things just look a little bit more professional, let's say. And I think for the majority of us, we are on 16:9, which probably makes more sense for the majority of players. But yeah, we'll try it as we go. I'll definitely do some dedicated videos. Where did I get a track limit warning from? Did I run over the white line then? I'm a bit stunned. I must have done. I'll have to watch that back at the end of this video, actually, but I'll make a mental note. Check lap 12 to see how I had that track limit warning. I can't believe that. I didn't feel like I had done that. Oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, I can't remember what I was talking about. I do apologise. There's a certain challenge to keeping your eye on the road, improving lap times, getting better deltas, and talking about ultra-wide monitors, which is, of course, all of those are a hobby of mine, and it's not a problem to talk about. But we are, look, oh my god, Celestino Vietti, thanks Celestino, I've just took the mick again with getting another track limit warning. But one thing to talk about is that this is going to be the first 1 minute 33 lap time across the line. It's a 1:33.869. And not one of our championship, well, protagonists, even though it's just us right now at this point, are in the top 5 apart from myself. That is massive. Monumental. Unbelievably, we're going to be looking at a 150-point championship lead here in Moto 2. Here in Chang, we're 7.5 seconds clear from Joe Roberts in second. Yes, okay, that is where I get the track limit warning then. Okay, fair enough. I'll end up doing another track limit long lap penalty at the end of this video, won't I? I just had to figure that out. I had to know if it was that. And I realised, the second I came out of that apex, I realised, I think if I cut this line here, I get a I get a warning. And it worked. 2 long lap penalties at the end of this video would be something else. Something I will not be proud of. I guess that's what happens when you leave it a couple of days from racing and recording. I guess I should definitely get back to doing it more often, because clearly I'm getting a bit rusty. I bounced back onto Superbike 22 with the 2024 mod, and had a really good race in Assen, so check that out when it comes out very soon. I've got some great guide videos coming for you as well very, very soon, because it occurred to me that we need more guides on the channel. I have a lot of knowledge to give, I get a lot of questions about how to do certain things, and I haven't had the time to do them. So I've started to really make a note and to try and figure out what guides need to be prioritised, and I'm going to start focusing on them more often, because I do enjoy making those, and I absolutely love the feedback of knowing that I've helped a player improve. So I'm going back to the guides. I'm going to try and improve upon everything I've done before, and just give you guys better, cohesive, more helpful guides for the future. I started a few days ago with the wet weather riding guide, and I had a blast making that video, and I feel I covered everything related to the wet weather conditions. So stay tuned for more guides if you need them. More than happy to do any requests. I have got a launch control guide. I didn't really know how I was going to make this into a video, to be honest, at first, because I wasn't sure if I was doing it just because of my own finesse, if there was a secret, or it was a case of just it was random. Because it did feel like in MotoGP 23 online, you could do the same thing every single time and you would have different results. And here in MotoGP 24, the experience does seem a lot more consistent. So I have done a bit of research, and I've done some clips, so I'm ready to try and make that video for you. But for now, we're now on lap 14, or at least concluding the 14th lap. Hopefully now I'll be able to look at the replays again. And we're comfortably into the 134s, with a possible outcome of a 10-second advantage. This is getting crazy. Didn't the last video I did was in Phillip Island, where I dominated by 15 seconds or something? Catalonia in Superbike 22 as well, also dominated. We're on a bit of a tear in these career modes. I'm still yet to finish anywhere lower than first. So I think, in World Superbike game, of course. And here we are pretty much back on it again. My goal is to go completely dominant for the next couple of races. And then the fun really begins. The Premier Class. Now I did notice one thing regarding the fuel. That's a long lap penalty, isn't it? It's not. I got away with it. That's more egregious than what I did earlier. Okay, we got away with it. Well, yeah, regarding the career mode in MotoGP, I've been made aware that reducing the fuel, or the power, doesn't actually make the bike any slower in the Premier Class. So therefore, if it is too easy, I don't think I'll be able to change it in any way to make it harder. So we'll have to see. I know the first round is Qatar. I know that AI are extremely fast in the qualifying. I think that one's going to keep me on the edge of my toes. And every single time we had a Qatar race from Moto 3 to Moto 2, so far they've been some of the best races where we've genuinely not been the best. The AI have had the upper hand and kept us honest. So I'm hoping for the same in the Premier. That's way too wide, surely. Yeah, it is. That is beyond track limits. I need a ticket. I'm sort of just struggling with my concentration in that corner. I think the problem is with the first corner, or the second corner here in Chang, is that you have to really pay attention to the braking markers on the left-hand side. And there isn't anything really. It's sort of just looking at track positioning. So whilst I'm chatting away, I am missing my braking points, where the majority of the circuit is not too hard to understand. So for example, for the next couple of corners, I can give you some pretty good pointers where I'm going to be looking to start braking. So into the right hand side there, and we're looking at here immediately here, the shadow right underneath that advertisement board. That's enough to get the bike stopped and allow the bike to turn in. Start turning in there, where that white line is on the left hand side, and you've pretty much got the apex of the next corner. And of course, with this circuit being flowing in its own way towards the end of the lap, you need to make sure you get those apexes from the first couple of corners. And now Joe Roberts has gone down. He has gone down. And Somkiat Chantra is on the podium. We were hoping, or at least I was hoping, that in the last round, which was in Phillip Island, that he would get on the podium. Today, in his home circuit, it could be coming to fruition. Is it going to happen? Is the man on a mission in third place going to finish on the podium? I certainly hope he does. Can we do it here in Buriram? Buriram? Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. Well, there's absolutely no one behind us. I'm also looking at the map there, and it looks like Manuel Gonzalez is down to turn 3. There is a bit of... Whoa! Steady on, sunshine. Oh, wow. That rear tyre went. The front sort of folded. We tried to then save it on the rear, and then it went all heck to a handbasket into the left-hand side for turn 6. Well, we can rest a little bit easier now. But I don't think Somkiat Chantra can. Looking at that map, there's about 8 riders all battling for that third position. And in fact, Celestino Vietti's still there. I actually thought he completely removed himself from the race and retired. But he's still there. He is still very much there. And of course, this is the end of the penultimate lap, meaning we are 1 lap removed from finishing the Chang International Circuit. I am more interested right now in Somkiat Chantra finishing on the podium. I get the dance on the podium with Somkiat. We have an 11-second lead to Manuel Gonzalez. I think that's the first podium for him in a while in my career mode. Oh, come on, Somkiat, don't do that. Don't be getting a track limit warning now. Can't afford for that. Oh, I touched the apex. Ah, that's my lap time gone. I was hoping for one little final put. No, Chantra! Oh, come on. Then again, Ethan Guevara's not been on the podium in my career mode either. But Somkiat's got the home crowd supporting him. They are beckoning him on. I bet you, I'll tell you something, I've never been to this circuit, but I reckon you get a fantastic view from that grandstand. Maybe one day I'll get to go, because it does look like you'll be able to see a lot of action here in the circuit. If anyone's got any clips of them being at this circuit, please let me know. I'd love to see. Because I reckon it's a bit like, not quite like Valencia. Valencia's sort of in a bowl, so you get to see the entirety of the circuit from any angle. But here, I reckon you can see quite a lot, nonetheless. Well, Chantra's got to invent something here, because he's down to 4th. I can't wait and see, or wait to find out who it's going to be. I'm going to have to get this one done and dusted. And we're going to win here in the Chang International Circuit. Celestino's gone down for a 2nd time. And across the line, I still can't wheelie in this bloody game. We're finishing in 1st place. Reveal yourself. Oh, Chantra missed out. Poor lad. It didn't happen. But guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching the video. I'll leave the championship standings on the screen, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.